Okay, well, I'm going to do a flyby here on this fountain again. I've calmed down from the hours so ago when I was just pretty fried about the whole situation. First off, I went to turn it on. Of course, I knew it was going to be acting up. It needed to be cleaned out, and I did that. And this fountain never got finished. It's supposed to be part of an installation where it's just one half of an art piece. Uh, and it's just been so kind of a drag. It's not in the right location. If I at one point I had it downstairs and it was in the light and it got a lot of light, natural light, and it started to green up, what they call greening. You know, just all the algae started forming inside, and it looked so much more natural. Up here in this space where I have it, it's too dark, and I've tried to do lighting stuff and just to no avail, really. And so it tends to get the black mold, and I just went in here and I sprayed in some 1 to 10 bleach water mix, and that's sort of helped get it back to something. But anyways, I put this mirror up to give you an idea of what it was supposed to be like. Unfortunately, the mirror is not situated where it needs to be, and it's in portrait mode, or it's in a portrait orientation versus a landscape orientation. No sooner did I take it out, it's been sitting in a box for like 6 months, me intending to do something some point. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But I managed to chip it already. If you look down here, right there, I put a little chip in it. It needs to be in a frame. I don't know what I have for frames. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I need to get that mirror into a frame right away. And I don't know, I'm going to rearrange my rooms anyways. Probably get rid of a lot of the art pieces that I have. And I want to try to keep this until I can get it to a good home. It really needs to be someplace where people can enjoy it. I do like the push button feature of it. You know, you can turn it on and off in a heartbeat. Let me see if I can do that without dropping my phone. See, I have this little push button. The whole control AC inverter was designed really for a mobile home, or a fifth wheeler or something like that. So it has this placard that lets you control the plug, which I like. I like to be able to turn it on and off because, well, for one, the battery wouldn't last for, if I try to run it on the battery, it wouldn't last all day. It'd only last a little bit of time. So I got it on a push button, and getting it to land right there in that spot where it's landing, that was a lot of work. I spent a long time with this fountain trying to get the the thing to work right, and I did a lot of what I would call primitive idiot stuff. Whereas if I was a person that knew something about fountains, I would have solved the problem probably pretty quickly. As it is now, I probably know a bit about fountains, but I may make one more fountain, but I wouldn't count on it. We'll see how I feel. Just lately, the world is going to shit, and I'm kind of feeling it. Anyways, I wanted to zoom you in to show you some stuff. Like here, I got this. Let me see if I can get down here and do a little. What I like is the interplay. Here, let me get my stick. This little stick. Hey, I have a stick. This will have to do. Anyways, yeah, I like this little thing here that pokes around. See, the water comes down. This fountain originally was a lot higher up. I did this whole thing where it used to be all the pump and everything else was sitting in the basin, and the whole thing rode higher. In other words, the shell, which is just gorgeous shell that I've gotten. That came it was the original inspiration for the fountain. I got the shell with a bunch of these other stuff that came with it, and anyways, so I always wanted to have it in the round. And for a long time, it was like I said, it just sat in the basin with the pump and everything in the basin itself. So that's when I built this whole. At some point, I realized that it needed to sit lower. The reason it sits lower is because this process called spittling, which I call it spittle. When the fountain hits that area there, it shoots little bits of water. Over time, that water gets outside of the fountain, and that can be destructive because there's calcium in the water because of what, look what it is. It's shells. And that hardened water can cause problems. So I dropped it down, and now it sits lower in the basin. And so I took care of my spittle problem. And after many months of getting it to fall just right, it's somewhat pleasant. Now, like I said, if I had it in the room with better lighting, natural light, it would green up and the whole thing would look a lot nicer. I have video of the fountain in that state, and it looks a lot better. Now that I've solved this problem of, everything I've solved here, I can, like I said, when I turn it over to somebody else, it'd be like, hey, put it in a window space and let it green up because it'll look a lot prettier. And run it every day, of course, But I built this whole pedestal. It was just some display item that I found in the trash, and I've been using it for a long time. Then I finally recycled it for this, and of course all the fountain goodies are hiding down here. It's quiet today. I'm very happy how quiet it is, because in the past it's been noisy. And that was a problem, because you don't want to hear the pump. You just want to hear this tinkle. That's all you want to hear. You want to step up here and just hear that, because that's part of the soothing process. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to come up on 8 minutes, and I think that'll be it for today. I don't know if I'll be able to get this up online, but I wanted to give you a better sense of what it's supposed to look like. And, once you get it cleaned out, and you have it set up properly, it'll run. And it looks pretty good. It's designed, like I said, to be seen in the round. And this corner never really got much action. I took a lot of the stuff out of there. I tried to get the water to drip into that area, but some things just have to be left alone. So, there it is. Enjoy.